Hey YouTube. Hey guys, please forgive me. This is my first video that I put on, um, but this is a pig feeder that I've built before, but um, I needed another one. And these are just kind of I don't want to say a throwaway pig feeder, but they just last. You know, if you can get a few litters out of them or a couple litters out of them, if you can get a year out of them, great. I mean, I've had a couple of them last 3 years, 4 years. It depends on how you take care of them or how they're built. This one right here is built completely out of scrap. The only thing I got into it's the hinges, and I'm pretty sure I bought a couple of them in a garage sale. I just had to stop and pick up a couple more from the tractor supply place here just a little bit ago. But anyways, so this feeder here should hold right around 600 pounds of feed. I have to build a lid for it still, but um, that'll be tomorrow. These generally take me right around 2 hours to build. Just depends on how in depth you get. Now I am capable of doing much better craftsmanship, but this is for pigs, and they're just, we'll see how long it lasts anyways. But anyway, so the whole gist of this is based off of some plans I found from the 50s. So you kind of got a trough down here, and what you do is you sprinkle a little feed down in here. When the pigs come in here and they kind of root on this door moves. And I don't know if you can see the gap under there, but every time it opens, a gap forms and some feed will fall out. And when the door slams back closed, it moves feed back out to the front. So it's constantly pulling feed out. So the pigs will actually take and they'll work their way down here along this little gap here. And they'll just keep bumping it. Now, on the inside, you can kind of see I did put some rolled rubber roofing over top of the hinges. You can use an old piece of vinyl, you know, out of the house, or I don't know if I use in carpet because feet don't slide over top of the carpet. But just any type of material, even an old pair of jeans. Cut the legs off a pair of jeans, put them in there. There are 3 hinges on each one. Now, this board right here in the middle is a very, very important board. And what that does is when this door opens, it stops it from opening all the way. So in the event that a pig were to try to get in there, he wouldn't be able to get in there and get stuck. Or a piglet, that door won't open enough for them to get in there. This is a 2-sided feeder, so there's another one. Another side over here, same thing. The door just kind of wiggles. Now, like I said, this feeder I just threw it together in a hurry. It is kind of cheap. Free stuff, free pallet. That's what most homesteaders like anyways. Maybe you can get a year out of it or something like that. Get some piglets. This isn't the best for little tiny piglets because they have a hard time getting that door if there's a bunch of feed in there. So if you do put little piglets in here with this feeder, just make sure that you don't put a whole lot of feed in here at first. That way they can get the door moving, or that you go out a couple times a day and you manually move the door for them, so you're making sure it brings out feed. Another nice thing about this is by the time you put a bunch of pig feed in here, pigs they're itching on it and stuff. They don't move it. It don't move anywhere. But I will tell you that if you have 200 pounds of pig feed in here, you are not moving it by hand. It's a bear. You need a tractor or something like that. But usually when I set these, I'll set them. My pigs are on a pasture plan, so I'll let them feed off this for a little while. Once that feed's gone, I'll move it to another pen and let them eat off it again. So you generally they're going to eat their 300 pounds of feed before I move it. Because only with 2 pigs I won't fill this all the way. I could, but I won't if I plan on moving it. So, but yeah, and another nice thing is with this type of feeder, the pigs aren't, when they're rooting on the door, they're not rooting on the whole feeder. So the door will move, so they're not tearing the feeder apart, if that makes any sense at all. The door takes some of the brunt force of it. I have never had a pig rip one of these doors off, but that's not saying that some big sow wouldn't. This is great for feeder pigs. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to post below. Again, I'm sorry, this is my first video, and I'm just using my phone, so you know how that goes. But any questions, feel free to hit me up. Thanks. Have a great day.